lost 17-34. Um, what can you do about it? You know, uh, 18 games in the season. Eagles are 4-2. The Giants wanted more because the Giants lost last year to the Eagles when they had Barkley. Barkley played terrible today. Um, just the team just didn't play well. All sides of the ball, offense, defense, special teams. Um, but hey, give it to the young boy Dart. I just wish they stopped talking about him like he's God. That's all. I hate when they do this to rookies. But they just see when teams get excited to beat a good team. Denver did the same thing. They beat the Eagles last week. They got excited. Because the Eagles didn't play well in the second half. The Eagles played well in the first half, but the second half they didn't score no points. This time they scored the first half, but they didn't score the second half. See, I don't know what it is. Like I said before, the Eagles need to figure out something because now they're going to get into the meat of their. Because they play the Giants again right after next week. They play the Giants again in Philly. We're going to blow the Giants out anyway. I'm not worried about the Eagles beating the Giants. Like the Giants, because the Eagles are going to split with the Giants this year. The Eagles are going to blow the Giants out next time they play them. I'm not worried about the Giants. I'm worried about the teams that are going to get to the playoffs and play the Eagles in the playoffs, like the Dallas Cowboys and probably the Redskins. And even though the Redskins are not playing well either because they have the Eagles hurt, I'm not worried about the Giants. Like people will say, well, but no, I'm not worried about the Giants. The Giants can kick rocks. I mean, I'm still worried about Dallas because Dallas is the one that's competing with the Eagles in this division. The Giants got a long way to fucking go. They got a big win because they lost last week against New Orleans. So I know they're happy to say, oh, we'll beat the Eagles. Okay, now the Eagles lost. Eagles got to move on. We got to play, whoever we got to play next week. I got to look and see who they play. But I know they play the Giants right after that. I can't wait to see the Giants here in Philly. It's going to be a little bit colder. And I just can't wait because I think the Eagles are going to blow them the fuck out. I just think the Eagles just they got injuries all over the board. Dean is still hurt. Smith is hurt. They don't have their starting quarterback. They need to get a safety because I like the ball. I like the young ball, but I still think the Eagles need a safety. The Eagles need another corner on the side of Mitchell. I love the hell out of Cooper DeJean, but DeJean is a slot corner. So, like I said, the Eagles have so many fucking injuries, dog. They lost Dickerson. I don't know if he's playing next week. Johnson's still not coming back with that ankle injury, but he played. Um, Mulata, I think Mulata's hurt. Um, Brown, he's not getting open. Devontae, like I said, they're double teaming Brown and they're leaving Devontae 1-on-1. Goddard's getting open. Offensive line is not playing well because I believe that the Eagles' offensive line. See, when you play at the beginning of the season, you got to run the ball. You got to run the ball a lot. The Eagles have not been running the ball. In the second half, you take Barkley out the game and you don't give Barkley the ball. Now, I understand that they're stacking a lot of scrimmage. You get that man-to-man coverage. That's what the Giants play. They bring that safety down, so they're not going to run the ball that much. But I still think the Eagles are still running the ball up the middle too much. Why do they keep running the ball up the middle? Like, why don't they run like sweeps or something like that? I don't know, counters. I don't know what the fuck the Eagles are doing. Offense looks terrible. Um, Hurts is always in the backfield by himself. They want to do the under center thing, which I think that's not really good. Hurts is not. Hurts is trying to get receivers open, but receivers are not coming back to the ball. Um, I can't blame this loss on just Hurts. I got to blame it on the whole damn fucking team. Coaching was bad. Not Sirianni, but the office coordinator was bad. The defense coordinator is bad. I don't know what they were playing. They're playing a lot of zone today. They played because they started playing a lot more zone because the injuries to the corners. Mitchell they really couldn't do nothing because Mitchell was hurt. They could have played man to man. They could have played one man high with one corner playing one man and everybody else play zone. They couldn't do that. Cooper DeJean had to play a little bit more corner. He had to slide over to the corner. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Like this is the fourth. This is the fifth, but the sixth game of the season. The Eagles got a long way to go. They got a long fucking way to go to get to the playoffs. So I'm not taking this game. I'm not mad that they lost this game. I'm just upset the way last week they played the same way as they played this week. They only scored 17 points. Um, I think the Eagles need to go and move on from this offense coordinator, and they need to do it now. But they got an opportunity. They need to go after somebody that has some type of a way that they can fix the team quick because the Eagles are going to not make the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys will win the division and like I said, I'm not worried about the Giants. The Giants, they won against the Eagles, but they're still the Giants. They're not going to do anything this year. So they got a new quarterback. They're still trying to work out everything. They got an average. They have a good defense, but not a great defense. But I'm not worried about the Giants. I'm not even worried about the Redskins too much, but the Redskins got injuries too. Like I said, I think I'm worried about more about the Redskins than the Giants. Like I said, Dallas is the team that's competing for this division, and I think the Dallas Cowboys is the only team that can win this division besides the Eagles. But I'm not worried about the Giants. Like they're getting excited because they got a new quarterback. They won. You know, and I'm seeing the fans. I show the fans a billion times clapping and getting all hyped up because they actually stopped Barkley for the first time. Remember, the Eagles were beating the crap out of the Giants every year. I mean, now all of a sudden they're talking about how great the Giants got fear. The Giants got. I'm not worried about them. I'm still worried about Dallas. I'm still worried about Washington. But the Eagles need to play better. The Eagles need to play better on both sides of the ball. The special teams played a lot better. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on. You know, second half, the Eagles just disappeared. You know, Brown wants the ball. They're trying to satisfy him with the ball. They're trying to satisfy Devontae. This is not how you win championships, man. You can't win championships by trying to satisfy players. You need to win a championship by playing a team game. I mean, you know, you got the best running back in football, but you take him out of the game because you want to satisfy them too. Because the offensive coordinator is young. They probably could bully I and shit like that. I hope they're not bullying in the office coordinator shit. I hope they're not bullying him, saying, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, I want the ball, I want the ball." That's how you win championships, man. You gotta win championships by with a team, man. Offense, defense, and special teams. You gotta win all of them three. Like, why the fuck that you're so worried to give the ball to Devontae Smith, give the ball to Brown? Like, win the game. Like, you score 17 points, and after that, you didn't score no points after that. Like, Eagles should have been 0-5. That's serious shit. Eagles should have been 0-5. But they're not. They're 4-2. So they got a lot of work to do. And they need to do it now before they get to a point that they get in the middle of the season, they get to the meat of their the season, and they're playing against better teams. Still got to play against Detroit. You still got to play against Chicago. They got to play against some good teams that good with good more defensive line because that's what the Eagles been playing with against all this season against good defensive line. You know, they can rush four. They don't even have to blitz. You know what I mean? And they can play man to man. Like it's pissing me off because I think the Eagles can do better. You know, they need to stop running Barkley up the middle. They need to stop doing that. Like everybody's seeing the same bullshit every single time. Up the middle, up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. I'm like, are you serious? Like, they don't use Dylan. They're not using the other ball they got from Jacksonville. They don't even use him. Like, I don't understand. This is like it's different for me because why would you get three backs? You only use one, and if you use the other one, you'll use them probably until Barkley carries the ball like 20 times. Then you'll bring Dylan in. Like, come on, man. Like, they need another receiver. I still think they need a slot receiver. That's why I wish Tyreek Hill never got hurt. Because the Eagles could have traded for Tyreek Hill. You know, probably for $1. The Eagles still need a safety. I still think the Eagles need a safety. The Eagles need another corner. They need to get depth. They don't have no fucking depth at corner. That's crazy. They want to go after. Like, I don't understand. Like and at safety too. Like you want Gardner back. I don't want Gardner back. I just want somebody to be back there that has experience. We need experienced players. I love rookies. Safeties is the hardest to start as a rookie, you know. But I want to have a veteran. Eagles need veterans, dog. They need like they can't stop the run. I'm gonna say they have been having trouble stopping the run ever since the beginning of the season. They can't stop the run. It's like I don't know if they don't have Dean, they don't have Smith in there that really could actually play the run. Because they got Baum back there. He's the only one that's really trying to stop the run. But he can't do everything by himself. I don't know. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy that the office coordinator. I'm not worried about Fangio. I'm not worried about Fangio. Fangio is going to fix his defense. But the thing about it is the offense needs to be fixed. Because you can't win if you can't score. And the defense can't be on the field all the time, man. It's getting cooler outside. It's not hot. So, the Eagles need to start playing a little bit better, man, on offense. The Eagles are going to start getting blown out in every single fucking game. And we're going to have to say that the playoffs is not going to be looking at our rearview mirror because, you know, the Eagles want to get back to the Super Bowl. They got to start doing something. You know, they got to start getting on their high horse and start playing a lot better because they're not playing better at all. They're playing great at all. I mean, I'm very critical of my team. I'm very, very critical. I don't sit there and ride the boat and dig it off. No, I mean, I'm riding with my Eagles, but I want to see them do better. There's gonna be a lot of fans out criticizing Hurts and criticizing this. Don't criticize Hurts. You gotta go by the three categories that didn't play well. Number one, you gotta really go by the defense too. The defense played terrible. I know the offense didn't score any points, but the defense really didn't hold the Giants to any fucking thing. What? The Giants were really like 11 for something for first downs or something like that. Like they were really good on first down, on third down. They were really, really good. The Eagles were like 1-3 at one point. You got motherfucking Giants like going down there, completing passes on third down. Receivers wide open. Eagles can't tackle nobody. Defensive line's not put pressure on the quarterback. What's his name? I forgot his name. The young boy in the backfield left the receiver wide the fuck open in the middle of the field to get a first down on third down. You can't blame the offense. You can't blame Hurts. You can't blame. You just gotta blame the whole damn team, coaching too. We need to wake up because the Eagles ain't gonna win nothing. The Eagles ain't gonna be nowhere if they don't win. If they don't wake up, they play the Giants again. I believe the Eagles are gonna beat the Giants, but right now we good. We good. I'm not gonna say it's a long way. Like it's a long freaking way. 15 more games left. Peace.